Hello guys, so today we're gonna make some butter chicken with a tikka twist. The recipe is very easy and simple, but the food is so delicious. For that we have some chicken cut it in cubes, we have onion, we're gonna cut it in cubes, some tomato, cilantro, lemon, and green chilies. We have some masalas here, we are gonna put it in the caption, we have some food coloring which is optional, and we have some other garam masalas for Tikka. We're gonna put it in the caption. We have some olive oil here to stay healthy, but you can use any oil that you like. We have some rose water here, and then we have some ginger and garlic paste. We have butter, which is compulsory. You cannot skip it for butter chicken. And then we have some vinegar. We have chicken tikka masala. We have butter chicken masala, and we have some fresh cream. You can also skip the fresh cream and add some yogurt. It's up to you. So first of all, we're gonna wash the chicken and we're gonna take the food coloring and we have to mix it well with the chicken. We're gonna marinate it for 30 minutes to 1 hour. And this is optional. You can skip this part, but this one's gonna bring a really good color to the food. So we're gonna mix it very well. You have to make sure that the color goes to each and every pieces of the chicken. And I'm also using the orange color and it's up to you if you want to use the red color. So we have some olive oil here. We're gonna put it. If you want, you can put very less oil like I'm doing here because we want to stay healthy. And after that, you're gonna give it a mix again. We're gonna put the ginger and garlic paste. We are putting here for about like 3 spoons of ginger and garlic paste. Since this is combined, if you have ginger and garlic paste separately, you can do 1.5 and 1.5 each. After that, we're gonna add the rose water. You can buy it from any grocery store, especially the Desi groceries. They have the rose water. We're putting for like 1 spoon. We're gonna add the chicken tikka masala. Do not get me wrong, this is butter chicken, but we will have to put the tikka masala to bring a really good taste. So we're putting for like 1.5. You can put a little more if you want very spicy. We're gonna give it a mix. After that, you're gonna take the butter chicken masala, and we're also adding the butter chicken masala for about like 3 spoons of masala. But again, if you want more masala in your food, then you can add a little more. So you have to make sure that how spicy you want your food to be. That's how you decide the masala's portion you're gonna add to your recipe. But we personally do not use too much spices in our food so that we can stay healthy. After that, we have here some vinegar. We're gonna put about like 2 spoons of vinegar. We're gonna mix it well, and after that, we will put the marination for about like 30 minutes to 1 hour, as I said before. But you can also put it for overnight if you're cooking for the next day. Remember, the more time you marinate your chicken or any meat, that tastes even better. So we have a baking tray here. We put a aluminum foil. We sprayed it with some oil, and we're gonna place the chicken on top of it. You can skip the aluminum foil and you can just use the tray. However, I want to keep it clean, so that's why I always use the aluminum foil. So when we were doing the marination, I forgot the lemon part. I skipped it. But when you do the marination, you can put the lemon. However, I skipped it, so I'm gonna put the lemon on top of it when I'm gonna put it in the oven. After that, we're gonna preheat the oven for 350 degrees. So we have baked the chicken for about like 20 to 30 minutes. And in the meantime, before we take out the chicken, we're gonna put some oil on the stove. We have some masalas here that I already put it in the caption. So we're gonna put it in the oil. We're gonna take about like 1 minute to fry the masalas. Do not burn the masalas, do not over fry it. And then we're gonna add our cubed onions. We're gonna put everything in the pan. Now we're gonna separate all the masalas that we have put and we're gonna put it aside because we have to blend the onions and we do not want the masala to blend it with it. Now we're gonna put some tomatoes that we have cut it in cubes. We're gonna give it a little mix. We're gonna fry the onions and the tomato for about like one more 2 to 3 minutes. So we're gonna put this in the blender and we're gonna blend it for about like 1 to 2 minutes. Now our masala is ready. We're gonna use the same pan that we were frying the onions and tomatoes. We're gonna put some butter. Remember, this is butter chicken, so we're gonna load it this recipe with butter. So after that, you're gonna wait till the butter melts. When you see the butter turned a little orangish, you can put the blended masala that we have, tomato and onions. We're gonna mix it well and do not burn the masala. Keep mixing it while you're cooking. So we're gonna put some water in the blender to have all the masalas and we're gonna add it in the pan. We're gonna give it a little mix. Do not burn the masala. Do it for 1 or 2 minutes. Once you see the color with the masala, then you're gonna add all of your chicken. And since we already baked the chicken is already ready to eat. So you don't have to cook that much in the pan. We're gonna give it a really good mix. As I said, you don't have to cook too much because we already have cooked the chicken in the oven. Make sure all the masalas go to every pieces of the chicken. We're gonna give it a really good mix. We're gonna mix it until it turns brown. Now we're gonna add some fresh cream. We're gonna mix it well. Now we have some butter. As I told you before, we're gonna load this recipe with butters. So we're adding about like 2 to 3 spoons of butter. We're gonna mix it very well. And then we're gonna put some coriander and green chilies. You can skip the green chilies if you do not want any spicy food, but I'm just putting only one. And then we have some garam masalas, kasuri methi, and we're gonna put it in the pan. We're gonna mix it very well. We have to take another pan, put it in the stove, and put another spoon of butter. Make sure the butter melts. After that, we're gonna use the Tikka masala to the butter and we're gonna fry it for about like 2 to 1 minute and we're gonna put it in the butter chicken. We're gonna give it a really good mix. We're also trying to get all the butters that we have put it in the pan. Mix it very well. And then we have our final product ready. We're gonna put it in the bowl. If you like my recipe, do not forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.